MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's the finale, Game 7 of the National League Championship Series between the LA Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, everything to play for here as we get ready for Game 7.
Well, to me, this game is all about which team handles the pressure of Game 7 the best. The players know what's at stake. The fans know what's at stake. The winner goes to the World Series. The loser goes home. Every play really matters, so we'll see who can play the cleanest game and come up with some timely plays.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2021 Chicago Cubs.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. The chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. How do they go about staying alive in this one, D-Row?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt. One thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now, on the bump, has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
Jose Quintana gets the ball here at home in Game 7 of the League Championship Series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Lefty Jose Quintana taking the bump right now. Really like this guy. Not overpowering, but great command of the fastball. And he does something a lot of lefties don't do. He'll come in with that fastball to righties. Three-pitch guy. Fastball, curveball, changeup. Throws all three for strikes. Not an overpowering guy, but he is really a control artist.
Leading off tonight for the Dodgers, shortstop, Corey Seager.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
On the ground, a second for Baez. And there's one gone to start the night.
Batting second, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Stepping into the box, Jason Kipnis. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. Quintana has finished off more than 1,900 career innings during his time in the big leagues, and in that time he struck out more than 1,600 batters. The 1-0 is taken for ball two. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a sinker that misses for a ball. On deck, the man they've all come to see, Yasiel Puig, waiting next. Bases are empty, one man out. 3-2 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. The 1-2. Fouled off. Try again. 1-2. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Just getting things underway here at Wrigley. Got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to keep their playoff hopes alive.
Well, Matty, you look at this lineup. The key to success is scoring early, putting the other team on their heels and allowing their own pitcher to go out there and feel like he can execute his game plan and attack and stay in the zone. This offense needs to get on the board.
Alex Wood will do the pitching in hostile territory here for Game 7 of the LCS. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Well, Matt, if Alex don't light your fire, you're working with wet wood. This is one of the top young left-handed pitchers in the game of baseball. Sneaky, quick, funky arm angle, 92 to 94, good curveball, one of the more underappreciated quality lefties in the game of baseball.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And manning second base, none other than Jason Kipnis. This guy likes to get dirty. He's also known as one of the best hitting second basemen in the game. Really solid on the defensive side as well.
Now batting, George Springer. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, George Springer.
First delivery to him on the way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Missed with a breaking ball.
2 balls, no strikes.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but The man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
The 3-0 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in. So it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Springer gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. Springer rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. A runner at second, nobody out. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Waiting next is Anthony Rizzo. Three-two pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Lagares is under it. And that's the first out of the inning. So in now for Chicago, Anthony Rizzo. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just a bit up. Runner at second here with one man out. Ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, there's the great equalizer, the changeup, El Cambio. Listen, if you can keep that pitch in your back pocket and pull it out when you need it, like he did right there, usually hitters, they don't stand a chance.
Wood sets. First pitch on its way. Drilled right back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 2-0 ball game.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, Hero. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job, and a run batted in.
Lays off 1-0. Two out with the man at first. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Yeah, it looks like to me he hasn't quite found that release point so far here in the first inning.
Two and 0 count. Here it comes. In the dirt. It's 3-0 now. Trevor Story would be next. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
And will step off and fire to the bag. Just keeping him close. A runner on first with 2 away. And it's fouled away.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
Now at the plate, Trevor Story. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
The 0-1 pitch. Hit out towards second. Kipnis is there. Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 left. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. The Cubbies are in front 2-0. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's a .375 hitter. 2 of those hits were for home runs.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Third baseman, number 3.
Next first cuts here. First offering on its way. Looks at a curveball on the outside corner. 1 out, nobody on. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
He still might be looking for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. The 2-1 is a fastball that misses. Alex Verdugo waits on deck. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit down the line at first. And this will be a foul ball as the first baseman makes a Herculean effort to make the stop. Easy there, Cha-Cha. Popped him up. Rizzo in foul ground. 2 gone. So with 2 gone now, here's a look at our playoff brackets. And the winner of our series will earn a World Series date with the New York Yankees. And what a series that will be. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High pop up. Baez over to his right. And that retires the side. So they go down without a whimper here. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Cubs 2 and the Dodgers nothing. And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. Lifetime history with Alex Wood. He's a .375 hitter. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball that finds the outside corner. Ball 1. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. The 1-2. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. A little tapper. And that's the first out.
Batting 9th, catcher, Jose.
Now to the plate, Jose Quintana, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. And a neck-high fastball that time. Changeup in for a strike.
1-1.
1 out, nobody on. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
The 2-2. Weekly hit towards first. Bellinger's got it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, center fielder, George Springer.
Here's George Springer. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Wood into the windup. Here's the first pitch. A changeup over the inside corner.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
First pitch of the at-bat. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. And not the kind of swing you're hoping for on 2-0 as they bunch him up inside. It's 2-1 now.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
2-2 to the Dodgers catcher. And here's a curveball looked at. Strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed. 0-1. Dodgers have yet to break into the hit column here. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Harper has a read on it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Juan Lagares.
Center fielder number 12, Juan Lagares.
Here it comes. And that's in there for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
He executed that 1-2 curveball pretty well. I think that's right where he wanted it to end up, but he couldn't get him to chase at it. We'll see what they go with now after that didn't work out.
Liner toward right center. That's a hit, the first in this game for the Dodgers.
The batter, number 5, shortstop, Corey.
So stepping in, Corey Seager, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming, here it is. And that one stayed too low apparently. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone.
Pretty lucky to get away with that one. There's not a situation ever where you want to throw a high changeup, so I think he'll try to make an adjustment with the next one he throws.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Dribbled up the line. Foul ball, strike 2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
Lagares, the runner at first with 2 gone. Runners off for second. Ripped on the ground to first. Onto the bag with it is Rizzo, and the inning is over. 1 left for LA. They're still down. It's 2-0. Here's Bryce Harper now.
Leading off for the Cubs.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Now here's the pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. Taylor trying to get there, just foul. The 1-1 home. This is skied into short left center. Verdugo waits on it. He's got it 1 away. Here's Chris Bryant now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
0-1 pitch on its way. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Really good pitch right there. So you're moving the ball all around the strike zone, and then what do? You come in. That's a hard pitch for any hitter to do anything with. Just really makes it difficult to get that bat head out.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Wood has his target. Here's the 1-0. Fastball stays way up that time for ball two.
Pitching isn't always about getting everyone out. Sometimes it's about being smart and knowing when to pick your battles. He's been really careful with this hitter so far, and rightfully so.
2-0 count. The pitch. Outside. 3-0 now.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had the green light here. Matter of fact, I know he's got the green light here. He's looking for something set or cut, and he's looking to do damage.
The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
2 out, nobody on. A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Another payoff pitch. Slow bouncer to the right side. If that one rolls foul. Another full count pitch home. Another one sent foul. And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. The 3-2 one more time. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. The next 3-2. And take a good look there as this misses for ball four, and the Cubs have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, as a pitcher, I can tell you that is so frustrating. He's got 2 outs and he wants to get that third out as quickly and painlessly as possible, but that hitter makes him work his tail off and he still loses him.
Here's Javier Baez, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. From the belt, kicks and deals. He'll start this at-bat with a knuckle curve right there, strike one. The 0-1 on its way. Hit high and deep to right center. Lagares on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Cubs strand one as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. At the plate, Jason Kipnis looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Rizzo was there, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 66.
Standing in, Yasiel Puig. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. No runs, just one hit. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Not close. It's 2-0.
That was a non-competitive pitch right there, and he finds himself behind 2-0 in this situation. He's going to have to locate something down the zone, get himself back in this count.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 1 out, nobody on. The 2-2 one more time. Is laid off, and the count runs full.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
He can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
Now the 2-1. Bellinger connects as this is deep to right. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a 2-seamer, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Digging in, Gary Sanchez set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. The 1-1 home is in off the plate.
1 strike.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And he fouls this one off. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
The batter, the shortstop,
Ready now, Trevor Story. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The 1-1. Is strike 2 swinging.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
That's just quality pitching right there for that strikeout. As we look at all 5 pitches, notice the location, all 5 down in the zone. Some guys are real good low ball hitters, but more often than not, keeping the ball down is going to lead to a lot of success on the mound.
And now here's the versatile outfielder Albert Almora Jr. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Three and 0 now.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
Wood gets the sign. 3-0 on its way. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all.
That's a nice job to work that walk right there. Even if it doesn't lead to anything on the scoreboard this inning, it prevents the pitcher from having to lead off of the next one. Just one of those small things that might go unnoticed, but in the end, make a big difference.
So here now is the pitcher, Jose Quintana. He's 0 for 1 thus far. He's set, and the pitch. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. Almora is off at first with 2 away. And that misses 1-1. The 1-1 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. This is on the ground over to first. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We played 4 full. Cubs lead it 2-0.
Leading off for the Dodgers, third baseman number 3, Chris Taylor.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Taylor manning the hot corner down at third in today's game, although he's primarily considered a second baseman.
You know, this is an interesting one. I'd be interested in 2 things here. A, is he still using the glove that he uses at second base? And B, does he have enough arm strength to go over to third base? Because until you go backhand on that left side of the infield and turn and burn and throw to first, you have no idea the difference in arm strength that it takes to man that position as opposed to second.
And that misses 2-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Harper is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. He popped out in his first trip. First pitch on its way. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. And that's the second out.
Now batting, captain Austin Barnes.
Standing in, Austin Barnes. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here's the first pitch to him. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Up around the face. So 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 7 in a row he's set down now as the side is retired. 5 innings have been no problem as he's got the shutout working. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Cubs 2 and the Dodgers nothing. Ross Stripling, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. Here's George Springer. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Center fielder, George Springer.
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time. A 1 pitch on its way. A wave and a miss.
That pitch just had too much velocity on it for you to catch up to that. Unless you're cheating to a high fastball above the belt and you're all in, I say you got to find a way to lower your sights or it's going to be a tough game.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Stripling is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays. Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string, throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
The 1-2. Fouled away. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one.
3-2.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Hey, this has been an epic at bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that once, and now we go full count.
Popped him up. Kipnis over to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The left fielder, number 34, Bryce Harper.
Ready once again, Bryce Harper. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first inning of this one. First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Waved at and missed as he took something off there. 1-1.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
The 1-1 is in tight as he moves to get out of the way.
One of the things every pitcher wants to do is make sure that those hitters aren't very comfortable up there. See how he runs this hard one in right here? That's a pitch you just want to try to get a hitter to move his feet a little bit.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hard liner to center field. Lagares is there. 2 gone.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. He's set. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. A ball and a strike now to Bryant. Hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top 2-0. Kike Hernandez will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 14, Kike Hernandez.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. In past meetings with Jose Quintana, he's 1 for 3. And he takes a cold strike 1. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Two and 2.
That pitch looked like it could have been a little high, but he's been calling that pitch all night. Kind of rough for a pinch hitter, but I'm sure his teammates let him know that's where the zone has been.
The 2-2. Base hit, line drive into the corner. He takes the turn and heads for second. And it's a good start to the inning for the Dodgers on the leadoff double.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
Here's Juan Lagares. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Comes set, and the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Waiting on it is Almora. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he is in there. Here's Corey Seager. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a breaking ball stays outside. Popped him up. Bryant in foul ground. It gets out of play, though. That's into the visitors' dugout. Two balls and a strike. The 2-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
And he misses with one here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and one away.
Well, he loses them there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits. So his command has been pretty solid so far.
Now at the plate, Jason Kipnis. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. From the stretch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. The 1-1. Hit in the air to center field. Springer has a read on it. He's there to make the catch, and here comes the runner from third as this should get him on the board. And he will get in there with their first run. It's a 2-1 game now. Chicago manager up out of the dugout now as he'll make the slow walk to the mound. And he's going to make a change as that'll do it for Jose Quintana. Raisel Iglesias takes over here with a runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. But that's out of play off the top of the home dugout. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope.
Missed with a slider.
You like the modern style of baseball. Here it is. Both starters kept their teams in the game. It's close right now. Now we hand it over to the nasty bullpens. Let's see what matchups are going to take place.
The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2. The 1-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Cubs 2 and the Dodgers 1. James Hoyt enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 51. James Hoyt.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. It was a walk in his last.
Baseman Anthony Rizzo.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Lagares giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Ready for another shot now. Javier Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. Here comes the 0-1. A changeup that just nips the outside of the zone.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Here it comes, 0-2. Fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Ready with another 0-2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Gary Sanchez.
The next Cub up, Gary Sanchez. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. First delivery to him on the way. Just a tick behind for a strike. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. And now pitch on the way. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Love the execution of that changeup, but hats off to the guy at the plate right now. That's a great take in this situation. Maybe bought himself a fastball.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. On to the 7th inning now in Game 7. But before we start, we take a look at our game summary.
Leading off for the Dodgers, first baseman number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Pedro Strop is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 46, Pedro Strop.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Hard on the ground toward short. Story picks it up on the first, and a big out to start the 7th. One gone.
Third baseman, number 3, Chris Taylor.
So digging in now, Chris Taylor. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch on its way. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for one out of the zone for strike 1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Oh, 2, here it comes. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Stepping in now, Alex Verdugo. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Two out, nobody on. And Verdugo goes in front. 2 balls and no strikes. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Pulled toward right center field. On the run is Almora. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Our score remains 2-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Chris Davinsky will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. Eric Gonzalez is also into the ball game as he'll hit in the number 8 spot here.
Number 9, Eric Gonzalez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Way in front of that fastball. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Up high, 2-1 now. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
The 3-1. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Ready for another chance? Albert Almora comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Mitch Haniger come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
18, Mitch Haniger.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Story on at first, nobody out. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Two and 1.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 2-1 on its way. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone, and it's a foul ball. Three and 2 now. A runner at first with no outs here. Tapped up the first baseline. And he'll in fact just tag the runner headed down the line to take the sure out. Jesse Winker will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 33, Jesse Winker.
And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. One-0 count. Here it is. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Soft liner to the right side, but this will be taken easily at first, and there are 2 gone.
Center fielder number 4, George.
Here's George Springer. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. They still lead it 2-1. Mitch Henniger will stick around as he'll take over in right field.
Now playing right field, number 18, Mitch Henniger.
Carl Edwards Jr. has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Stepping in, Austin Barnes. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time here tonight.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a 1-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
And that'll bring up Eric Gonzalez. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Here's Juan Lagares now. He's got a base hit tonight. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two balls and no strikes. The count to the Dodgers center fielder. Two and one to Juan Lagares.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Too high that time, and it's 3 and 1. Corey Seager would be next if they can keep this inning alive. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3 and 2. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Alex Claudio is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 58, Alex Claudio.
Striding in once again, Bryce Harper. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Harper.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Back goes Lagares to the track, but he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
Yeah, it looked like the center fielder got a fairly good jump on this ball, but he just doesn't have enough hops to bring it in. And once it's by him, you know he was going to get at least a double.
Here's Chris Bryant now. No career at-bats for him against this particular arm in the past. From the belt, the pitch. In there, no balls and a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Harper stands at second with no outs. The 0-2 once more. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets the glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Boy, you know, Dero, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down, to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope, that's a ball.
A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Runners breaking for the plate, and the squeeze is on here, and he gets it down. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. Something you don't see all that often anymore, as the runner was breaking from third. The perfect suicide squeeze gets him a run. And there's the fourth wide one, so he's aboard on the intentional walk.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Now in the box, Trevor Story. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Has a look, now the pitch. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-1 home. Shoots this one over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Only one in the inning for the Cubs. 8 innings are complete. We're on to the 9th in Game 7. The Cubs lead this one 3-1.
Leading off for the Dodgers, shortstop, Corey Seager.
Randy Rosario comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Randy Rosario.
Here's the first pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0. 2-0.
No, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Now the 2-0. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1 pitch. On the ground to second for Baez. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Digging in to try it again. Jason Kipnis earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heat.
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. A ball and 2 strikes to Kipnis.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
Turns on it and sends it deep down the line in right. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Henniger racing back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
Well, you just don't think about what might have been, but you sure wish he didn't give up that run in the bottom of the 8th. If he didn't surrender that one there, this would be a tie game. Be that as it may, they may have some momentum now. We'll see what they can do with it.
Dylan tenses, answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
68, Ellen Hansen.
In now is Yasiel Puig as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
And he'll strike out here yet again. It's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all away, and he was going to zone him up.
The 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone. Now the 2-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. The Dodgers down to their final strike. Full count to Bellinger, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hey, Chicago, what do you say? 41,118 on their feet here at Wrigley. Swung on, and this ball is hammered. Forget about it. And as Dodger fans have heard for years, she is out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field, and we are tied again.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
Andrew Coles will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 60, Andrew Cole.
Pulled toward right center field. Springer has a read on it, and the inning is over. So not a good turn of events for this home crowd, as now their 9th inning lead has evaporated. The Cubs with a chance to walk it off as we go to the last of the 9th. Yimi Garcia comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings.
Number 63, Yimi Garcia. Leading off in the bottom of the 9th, right fielder, Mick Haniger.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball that just misses inside. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A 1-0 delivery. That's wide, 2-0. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Number 13 will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. And that misses as well. 3-0. And he lays off ball 4. score. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
Center fielder number 4, George.
Now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, George Springer. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch. Ball 1.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
In there, 1-2 now.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
And it's fouled away. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Look at Kipnis. 1 there on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Tyler Glasnow takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Tyler Glasnow.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch on its way. And that misses inside. 1-0. Here it comes. Smoke toward third. Right to Bryant. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th.
Now batting, catcher.
Settling in now, Austin Barnes. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. Here comes the first pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. Right-hander starts to loosen out from the bullpen now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A fastball down near the shoe tops. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He's got him on the ropes at 2-2, but I don't think he'll try to get him out with another curveball. He's seen it already a couple of times, so it's not going to surprise him anymore.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
In now, Eric Gonzalez. As he'll watch a curveball that bends in there under his hands, it's strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Harper is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Dodgers down in order, still tied 3-3. Tony Cingrani comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning.
Tony Cingrani.
Here's Bryce Harper now. These two have not faced each other at the major league level.
Fielder, Bryce Harper.
First delivery to him on the way. Sliders in for a strike. Oh, and 1 the count to Bryce Harper. Missed with a slider. Cingrani, a 6'4" lefty. He was selected in the 3rd round back in 2011.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
One and 2 now. The 1-2 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Chris Bryant will be next. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
At the plate, Chris Bryant. He has no prior history against this pitcher. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. This is line to left. And this is hauled in just shy of the track out there for out number 2.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Standing in now, Anthony Rizzo. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Got a big pass at a slider that gets past him. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row. But both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. Cubs are down in order. Score remains tied at 3-3. Here's Juan Lagares, and he'll be the one to get the 11th underway.
Center fielder number 12, Juan Lagares.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood. He got it in there, but that was a good take to lay off and take the ball.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Hit back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So the Dodgers get their leadoff hitter on base to kick off the inning.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
Here's Corey Seager as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Go ahead run at first, nobody out. Ball 2 now.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Now the 2-0. Takes a knee-high fastball. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the move is Springer. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Digging in and looking for more, Jason Kipnis. One away, the runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Here's the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And the runner back. The 0-1. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Now a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Ricky Holiday. Ball 1. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Fouled off. Ready with another 2-strike offering. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Haniger in pursuit. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. In now is Yasiel Puig. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. A fastball that just misses inside. Now the 2-1. That's popped up. Coming in is Haniger. He can't get there as it falls in. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
And a ball, 1-0. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Inside with the breaking ball, 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Now the 2-0. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Now the 2-1. Bounced up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
Number 13 will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 13.
Popped him up. Bryant is under it. And that retires the side. Only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. One last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th now. LA's on top 4-3. Kenley Jansen takes the mound in a safe situation as he'll try and make sure this one doesn't reach the 12th.
Kenley Jansen.
Here's Javier Baez. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup.
Javier Baez.
Here's the first pitch. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Now the 2-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike two. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready with another two-strike offering. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Lagares on the run. One away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Here's the first pitch. There's a strike.
0-1.
The 0-1. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Welcome to my world right here, batter. I've seen this 0-2 count way too many times. Hittable pitch in the middle of the zone, you take one. Slider in the dirt, you come unglued. Now you got to step out of the box. You have no idea what's going to happen.
Now the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Here's the 2-2 pitch. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can...
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. 2 out, nobody on. Fly ball right down the line in left. Verdugo sprinting after it, and Tinseltown will be aglow tonight. The Dodgers are National League champions.
Well, they've taken care of business all season long, and tonight was no exception. They've proven to be the best team in the National League. Now it's time to see if they can become the best in the entire game. Celebrate tonight, and the World Series is next. Congrats to the NL champs.
Well, everyone was treated to a really well-played ball game in this one, and the guy you see there turned in a particularly notable performance, so he's our top player of the game in this one.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our excellent crew, this is Matt Vasgersian saying so long. You've been watching the National League Championship Series.